Everyone in the small town froze when Max, the family dog, began digging furiously at Tommy's grave. Months had passed since the boy's tragic death, yet Max refused to leave, pawing at the soil with an intensity no one had ever seen. Parents, neighbors, and even cemetery workers watched in stunned silence. It wasn't grief driving him this time, it was instinct. And what Max uncovered beneath the dirt wasn't just shocking, it exposed a crime, revealed secrets, and changed the lives of everyone in the town forever. The loyal dog was about to rewrite history. Tommy was a bright, cheerful 8-year-old who brought light to everyone he met. His laughter echoed through the streets, his curious eyes always looking for adventures, and he had a bond with Max, his golden retriever. That was the envy of anyone who saw them together. The pair were inseparable. From morning walks to bedtime stories, Max was always there, a quiet guardian and loyal friend. When Tommy tragically passed away due to a sudden illness, the town mourned. The small cemetery, perched on the outskirts of the town, became a place of quiet grief. Max, once energetic and playful, sat by the boy's grave daily, refusing to leave, whimpering softly. At first, people thought he was grieving, and it was heartbreaking to watch. But over time, Max's behavior grew more peculiar. It wasn't just sitting and watching, he pawed at the soil, sniffed intensely at certain spots, and sometimes barked sharply, as if signaling that something was wrong. One cloudy afternoon, the caretaker of the cemetery, Mr. Jacobs, noticed Max digging frantically. Soil flew in every direction, and the dog's urgency was undeniable. Mothers gathered their children and neighbors whispered among themselves. Officer Mark, who had known the family personally, rushed to the scene, unsure what had triggered Max's unusual behavior. "Max, what is it, boy?" Officer Mark asked gently, kneeling beside the dog. But Max ignored him. His large body shook with intensity as he pawed at a particular spot near the head of Tommy's grave. His eyes weren't sad this time, they were sharp, focused, almost calculating. Mark called in more people to witness this odd scene, and soon a small crowd had gathered. No one dared to intervene. Max dug deeper and deeper, and within moments, his efforts revealed something. A small weathered wooden box partially buried under the earth. Gasps filled the air. Mr. Jacobs carefully approached, his hands trembling. I don't know how this got here," he whispered. The crowd watched as the box was lifted from the soil. Inside were objects that immediately drew attention. A torn piece of a shirt, a small toy, and a crumpled letter that had been hidden for months. The letter was addressed to Tommy but contained a chilling confession. Someone the boy had trusted had harmed him. The crowd went silent. Officer Mark immediately recognized the handwriting. It matched a family friend who had been overly close to Tommy. The realization struck like lightning. This wasn't a natural accident. This was evidence of foul play, something that had been hidden all along. Max, still alert, circled the box, sniffing intently, growling softly, as if urging the humans to act quickly. Mark carefully documented everything, photographing the scene and taking notes, while the townspeople stared in disbelief. The dog's instincts had led them straight to the truth, a truth no one had suspected. Detectives arrived within the hour. As they examined the box and the surrounding area, Max continued to guard the site, refusing to leave Tommy's side. He nudged the box with his nose, pawed gently at the ground, signaling that there was more to discover. Using Max's indications, the authorities uncovered minute traces of a chemical substance on the boy's clothes, something that shouldn't have been there at all. The evidence pointed to poisoning, and suddenly, the case that had been ruled a tragic accident turned into a criminal investigation. The family was called to the cemetery, and tears streamed down their faces. They couldn't believe that their loyal dog had uncovered the truth. The parents, still in shock from the loss of their child, now felt a mixture of relief and horror. Relief that the truth would finally be revealed, and horror that someone close to them could have caused such pain. Detectives questioned the man implicated by the evidence. He initially denied everything, trembling and trying to maintain composure. Max, however, refused to leave the man's side, growling softly yet menacingly. It was clear the dog had recognized him as the one responsible. Under the mounting pressure, the man eventually broke down, confessing the crime that had gone unnoticed for months. The town was stunned. A crime that had seemed unsolvable was revealed by the instincts of a dog. News of Max's discovery spread quickly. Reporters, curious townspeople, and law enforcement officials from nearby areas flocked to witness the heroic dog. Interviews were conducted, cameras recorded the events, and soon the story went viral. People were astounded that a dog's loyalty, intuition, and devotion could uncover a secret that no human eye had noticed. But the story didn't end there. Max continued to visit Tommy's grave, not just out of grief, but as a guardian. He would lie beside the small headstone, his body pressed close to the earth, as if ensuring that Tommy's memory and the truth he had revealed would never be forgotten. Families who heard the story visited the cemetery, leaving flowers and treats for Max, honoring the dog who had become a town hero. Months later, a memorial was held for Tommy, celebrating not only his life but also Max's courage. The mayor spoke publicly about how loyalty, love, and instinct had changed everything, acknowledging that Max had reminded everyone of the unseen heroes in their midst. Tommy's parents, still heartbroken, expressed profound gratitude to Max, holding him close and thanking him for giving them closure, justice, and a reminder that even in tragedy, there can be hope. Max's actions became the inspiration for countless people online. Stories were shared across social media platforms, news outlets wrote articles, and animal organizations celebrated his heroism. People marveled at the way a dog, acting purely out of love and loyalty, could uncover the truth hidden beneath layers of grief and deceit. In the end, Max wasn't just a dog. He was a guardian, a detective, and a symbol of loyalty that transcended human understanding. The town, forever changed, would always remember that a faithful companion had revealed a truth that no one else could, showing that sometimes, the most profound heroes walk on four legs, not two. The story serves as a reminder that love and devotion can see beyond the obvious, that instinct and loyalty can reveal truths that humans overlook, and that even in the darkest of times, hope can appear in the most unexpected forms. Max had done more than dig. He had unearthed justice, protected memory, and brought closure to a grieving town, leaving a legacy of courage, loyalty, and unbreakable bonds that would never be forgotten. If Max's incredible loyalty and instincts moved you, hit like and share this story to honor him. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more stories of courage, devotion, and unbelievable twists. Have you ever seen an animal sense something humans couldn't? Comment below with your experience and your country. I'd love to see how far our stories reach. Remember, sometimes the most extraordinary heroes aren't human. Max proved that love, loyalty, and instinct can change lives and uncover the truth in ways no one ever expected.